Hey guys, what's up? What's good? Yes, it's your boy Taki, spelled DRKIEEE. Yes, I'm hanging out chilling with Paul Way. Cheese.
Fresh out.
Jesus is Lord, I forgot. I was telling the first kid that I actually had flowers for. Oh God.
Well, for what?
For the Valentine, I kept it here.
For what exactly?
I was doing on my own. I was just giving people flowers. Say happy Valentine. I gave them. It was so grateful.
Maybe you could have said on behalf of Gusto. Anyways, that would have been better. If you really say that from you, definitely. I'm not sure saying that from you, but just. A gift is a gift. So thank you, Doc.
Anyways, how was the weekend? Yeah?
Awesome. I had a great time. Of course, there were just loads of activities over the weekend, and it was a packed weekend. It was a packed weekend. Yeah.
What club do you support?
Manchester United, obviously. You
They
talk too much. They talk too much.
Anyway, straight up today, let's add over the weekend, as much as Man U were doing their thing, we also had the sports that was doing a major one too, talking about the NBA. The NBA was amazing over the weekend. And to make it more amazing, we saw where I think that was before even the weekend. Let's start from the conversation where they actually had this one saying, and tune in for the game and don't miss the show, as Joel, Really Black, Tems, BURNA, Rema, Post Malone, these and all, we're going to be storming the stage and everything.
Right.
What you have know was the fact that they mentioned BURNA Boy, Tems and Rema and everything. So it was more like, and then they had this time where they were like, it was so specific. Grammy Award winning, Grammy winner BURNA Boy, Grammy winner and Oscar nominated Tems and rapper and singer and talking about Rema. At the time when you saw it, what do you think it was going to do for them when this news came up for the NBA?
First of all, like big ups to the organizers of the show. Yeah. Big ups to the organizers of the NBA halftime show, because it did so. I feel like Lagos was in full effect at the NBA show, halftime show, you know, and mentioning those names. I mean, BURNA Boy, Tems, and Rema, obviously, and with the other appendage to the name, like Grammy nominated. Grammy win. Come on, are you playing with us? Are you playing with us? Afrobeats is doing a madness right now, and of course we are. I mean, safe to say we, because
all of us
we represent the culture, obviously now. So it was such an amazing thing to see. Of course, I'm super excited for where Afrobeats is going with all of this. So yeah, it was a very, very, very good time.
It was a very, very good time. Moving on from so where the show hit off with Rema performing his new single. And I was like first song he sang out The Holiday and everything. Let's go back a little bit. The Holiday jam, yeah? You know, there's this thing about artists when they release a song. You've done one project that was mad blowing. Now you're under pressure, as it were, to do another project that should match what you've done before. Do you think that was what it was doing for Holiday? Do you think Holiday matched Calm Down? Do you think it can match Calm Down?
I feel like it was quite like retrospective, because I mean, Calm Down is a global song. Like everybody heard Calm Down, everybody rocked to Calm Down, and of course during the halftime show we exactly saw how everybody vibed to it and rocked it when the music started and when Calm Down started. But I don't think Rema is under any type of pressure. That's my own opinion. Holiday is a fantastic song, an amazing song. It's going to definitely wear on people, because it's something that I personally have consumed and put on repeat over time. And even when the song started the jam at the halftime show, like people were actually like rocking to it, because the bounce and how Rema was actually even performing the song, and of course all the dance moves and everything. So Rema is trying to like establish a fact that listen, I own this. For camera's sake, I own this stuff, right? So obviously, like, I don't think that there's some type of pressure. Yes, as an artist, you want to obviously like outdo yourself.
True, yeah.
Like, I'm doing this one, the next one has to be better, but you don't own the metrics.
True.
But there's something that will definitely stay. The person, the art, is original to himself, is original to Rema, and Rema will always deliver. So I don't think there's some type of pressure, and I mean, there's no pressure.
Okay, yeah, so talking about, you said Rema is under no other kind of pressure and everything. But yeah, I kind of saw this tweet where a person was like, Rema performances so far have been mind blowing. Yeah, his performance has been like, you want to watch Rema perform than sing, because he has dance moves and everything. So people are just liking him now to say, is Rema the new BURNA Boy? Because for BURNA Boy, we know performance is stay. So you think Rema or his team are saying, you know what, do like BURNA Boy? Because if you actually saw, there was this one he did when he was at forgotten place where he had this moonwalk dance and everything. That was similar to what BURNA Boy did at the time. So do you think he's actually embracing BURNA Boy when it comes to performance, or you think it's BURNA Boy is Rema doing himself in performance too?
There are different ways to look at this, Darky, because obviously I feel like performance is one key aspect of, creativity and art, and it has to be original to you, right? And of course, BURNA Boy has always been the conversation of people who definitely would light up the stage anytime. Every time BURNA Boy is on stage, you know that he's going to kill it because his performance, that's one of his strong suits. Like, he performs so well that you can actually leave the music off the performance that he did. So I don't think Rema is trying to copy, but I also have a bias to that because I feel that people can actually watch and take the good things out of everything, right? Yeah. So let's say BURNA is the prototype. BURNA is churning out good performances, good music. The world is recognizing that he's an artistic person. Every time he goes on stage, he's always killing it with good performances. Yeah. So it's something to learn. Why won't I want to imbibe a good... Do you understand? People can say it's copying, but copying might not really be the right word. Baba, this your dress, your shirt now, it's nice. I see him. Guy, the next thing I'm going to ask you, who's your tailor?
Yeah, true.
Do you understand?
It doesn't mean you're copying.
It doesn't mean I'm copying. I like it because it's nice. So I want to be able to also look nice. I want to be, because, for example, as you wear this thing, come on, I was guy, you look nice today. Me, I want that for myself too. I want to be able to curate that for myself. So Rema is not stealing or getting off the BURNA vibe. I don't think so. Rema is just trying to own his stuff. He's doing his beats. He's churning out good music. He's matching it up with performances, stage performances. Because the conversation now is shifting. Yeah, BURNA Boy will always kill it, definitely. But Rema is also up there with performances.
True.
That's my opinion.
True. So even if you think he's copying, it's not really a bad thing.
It's not really a bad thing.
Actually embrace good stuff and everything.
Yes, now why not?
Yeah, well, for now we saw the performance where actually kicked off. Like I said, kicked off with the song it just dropped called Holiday. And then we saw highlight of the day where him and BURNA Boy met backstage, talking about the Prince. Right. And then we saw him and the Prince having a conversation and everything. Now we brought about a lot of questions. Is Rema signed to Johnson or is he signed to Wavy? Because at times like this, it's cool that because we saw when the movie dropped projects last time. Ruga came out to clear the air. Ruga was like, you know what, I'm signed to Jones in Board. So that's why I was not on that project. Right. But we saw Rema on the project, like a couple of songs on the project. So if Rema was the Maven act, why was he not here with the Maven person? Why was he here with the Prince?
Rema will always give, respect to the Prince for bringing him up, and putting him on the spotlight, and of course, there's some type of partnership. I understand that there's some type of partnership with Jonesy and obviously Maven, right? I don't understand. I don't know the specifics of the deal. I can't tell you that because there are other there's some type of information that are classified that I cannot let out. But whether it's Jonesy or whether it's Maven, but we know specifically that Maven has been the one putting out all these projects recently. Of course, there is some type of affiliation with Jonesy, right? So the Prince just being there for Rema, it just shows that, listen, I still got your back regardless. Do you get me, man? Yeah. Ruga is specifically signed to Jonesy. That we cannot separate. It's standard. Everybody knows that. Ruga is signed to Jonesy. Right. Now, I understand that there's some partnership between Jonesy and Maven. So I think we just keep it at that. We don't know the specifics of the deal. Like I said, I don't have the specific answers to that. But I know that there's some type of partnership, right? So I think the Prince being there for him was actually very, very beautiful to see. True. And knowing that, bro, I understand where you came from. The come up, I was there in your come up, I was there in your formative stage, and in the biggest stage now, I'm behind you. I'm solidly behind you. So that support from the Prince is actually very, very important. And I think Rema is a very lucky guy.
He thinks Rema is a very, very, very lucky guy. Yeah, moving on from Rema, like I said, we had like 3 of them performing on that night. So Rema is just one person talking about BURNA Boy Odogu himself. We saw BURNA Boy actually, I think after the stage, we saw when the outsiders they were showing themselves. I want to use the word showing himself because he had the Congo thingy and they were just chilling fans outside the thing and everything. For BURNA Boy, do you think it's more of the outsiders pulling it out for him? but I think it's Burna Boy to the stage. Because let's recall that whenever Burna Boy is doing a performance, if Burna is singing the last, if you heard last on probably like on Spotify before you came on stage, and you listen to what the outsiders would play for last, you probably will not relate both of them.
Right.
Because he has a way of changing everything which will make sense.
Right.
So which will you give credit to, outsiders or Burna Boy?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them, because first off, man, that band is lit.
Bro.
It's lit. And I think that they have some type of like, they are so in sync. Burna Boy understands the dimensions, the directions, the syncopations. They practice and they are so together. It's like what's going on with Manchester United right now. They understand themselves so well. And then, of course, the music is freaking great, man. Because, bro, did you hear everything that happened on that stage? Those guys were jamming. And I feel like Burna Boy is so lucky to be able to like put that team together, you know, and it's not, you can't separate Burna Boy and the outsiders. True. You can't, because they're always together, they're always jamming together, they're always rehearsing together, and you see the full effect in the performances is always grand. True. You can never ever want to fault a Burna Boy live performance. You can almost never fault it. You can almost never fault it. I mean, go in the comment section if you doubt me. I'm telling you, man, let's go for it.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you can almost never, whether or not you support Teddy BG, I don't know who you support, who you are fanning, but I can tell you for a fact that Burna Boy is almost like a 10-10 whenever he's doing his live performances, and you have to give it to him. So I don't think you want to be able to separate the outsiders and Burna Boy. It's like a twin. Like you can't take one from the other.
True.
Yeah.
You can't take one from the other. Yes, like I said, Burna Boy actually had amazing one 2 years aside with Ye. Yeah. With popular last and everything. Amazing one. The fans were chilled with that one. Yeah, and last act of the night we saw talking about Tems, Tiwalade, or Penny. You saw where Chadai came through down. So I think for Tems, yeah, our story actually took us through the journey. So when she was in private jet, moved on to where she got the seats, to where she just very humble performance, not too serious. Left we saw where Spotlight came on her, then she went on stage, finished her song, went back.
So Daki,
yeah,
Tems' performance was sassy, it was sexy, and it was smooth. From guy, did you see? Even from the way, shout out to the stylist, man. Everybody like,
shout
the stylist was like, the stylist had like, man, I give that stylist like 100, because when she just entered the stage, man, I first started to smile, like, yo, I'm like, Tems is on another level right now. And then the way she performed and get the way she come bend down, okay. Now Tems understands now that performance, she has to like kill it, and she has to appeal to certain senses. I'm not going to go into all that, but truthfully, Tems, I don't even want to say it was a humble. I'm going to refute you on that one. It wasn't a humble performance. Tems knew what she did do. And she did it right. And she owned it. You know, from the styling to the voice, her voice was so smooth. You know, everything she did, her eye contact was really intentional. It was sassy. It was, man, Tems for me, man.
It is the fact that you made her sassy like more than 10 times, yeah? But then, you know, at the point, some people were saying for Tems she cannot dance. Some people were dragging her that way, she just can't. I felt like, you know what? As she said, she can't say it's her body, anyone she wants to do it and everything.
Right.
For Tems not being able to dance, do you think that was why she pulled out? Because it's one thing, for Burna Boy and Rema, we know they can dance. Like, dances, they can do whatever they want to do, but they know. But for some of us that can't dance, do you think that's a way of augmenting that part of she not being able to dance by being sassy and nice?
So Tems understands the art, and of course, music is art, and how you appeal to the senses of your listeners and your audience is all like woven in the art. So Tems understands that she does not really necessarily know how to dance, but there are certain things I can do that will keep you interested in whatever it is I'm saying or I'm singing. So, bro, she know what she did do. I was saying it's 100. True. And I'm like, I know that some way, somehow, her team will always highlight it to her, like, yo, Tems, this is how you have to like emote, this is how you have to posture, this is how you have to. Because I remember like when Tems even started, like, she wasn't really like showing off skin, right? She wasn't really doing all of that.
100%, yeah.
She was very, she always cover her body. I'm not saying that anybody should do all that, but that's my personal opinion. But I know that like when you start to like evolve and you start to like she's everywhere right now. There's nobody in the world in the music space who does not know Tems, right? So she knows that she has to appeal to certain senses, and then it doesn't take anything away from her. You know, her originality. She's freaking amazing at what she does. So yeah, I think that she killed 100.
Amazing at what she does. Yeah, let's digress about this. Little somewhere the guy came out to say, I won't like the conversation here, but he's saying, whenever he expected that we have this Afrobeat guys performing to millions of people out there, if he thinks that they also have mentioned a lot happening in the country about the elections. Right. So the guy is saying, why didn't you just at least a line of what saying Nigeria is going through so and so, and then we're voting, and then you guys should come out and vote and everything. So he's saying he's faulting them on that. So they didn't come out to make a statement, or which some persons that made a statement. We've seen I think we've seen last week saw where we had Peter of P-Square and Sheon had like a lot back and forth. So if you like some person that made a statement, so they also have used that platform to make a statement. Do you think or that? Do you think he was correct, or you think because they were paid for business? So you didn't think they were professional doing what they did, or you think they should have actually made a statement?
I think they were absolutely professional, and of course, like there could be also like indications to what you can say and what you can't say. I don't know that, but I think in some cases there are indications to what you can say and what you can't say. But there is nobody in the world right now who does not understand everything that's going on in Nigeria. Of course, we're the biggest Afrobeat exports, so there's that spotlight on us. True. So obviously they know exactly what's going on, and I also believe that, I mean, these superstars are also using their platforms in one way or the other to also talk about these kind of issues. So yeah, you might not really fault them for saying, for not saying exactly what's going on, or try to be too political, about it. Of course, and it doesn't really mean that they don't care about anything that's going on, because I mean, regardless of anything, charity will always begin at home, right? So I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
From from Paul, where he's saying he really doesn't think anything wrong with that. So Daniela, listen to this particular video and let me see your thoughts. I can't wait to see Daniela's thoughts on this video. So Rega, I'm calling you out. I want to see your comments on this particular video. Anyways, before I leave the studio here, NBA gamers, the halftime performance has come and gone and everything. A lot of people have their opinion on who they think the best performance is. Sound between the sports. Between BURNA Boy, Rema, and Tems, what do you think are the best performances?
That's a tough one.
Let's go.
That's a tough one, but like I said, Tems came with the sassy, the sexy, and the smooth. BURNA came with the fire, the energy, and of course the control. There were some parts where a lot of people were saying that he was even losing his breath. He wasn't, that the tempo was too fast, but he controlled. He's the king of the stage, in my opinion. Rema came with the fine boy swag, the grit, the energy, the dance moves and everything. So I think all of them killed it. I'll give them 100.
100, that's 300. Anyways, yeah, you're saying he's giving all of them 100 each. Let me see your thoughts. This is where I get the conversation that's talking about fans. Who do you think are the best performers of the night? Talking about BURNA Boy, Rema, or Tems. Which of them do you think, for you, killed the show? Let me see your thoughts in the comment section. And yes, I'll be there looking at them. Reply some of them and more at the same time. Guys, we'll catch you guys on the very next one. Stay safe, guys, and remember, be careful. Peace.